Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, June 8th. Important video today on EIDL loan progress. We have new poll results, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on your portal when you are approved for your EIDL loan increase and what to expect after that. Most of you are still waiting. Meanwhile, Isabel Guzman is also talking about raising the limit to $2 million. Of course, for most of you, that's still irrelevant because you're still waiting for something, whether it's the targeted, the supplemental, or the EIDL loan increase. You would much rather have that taken care of first before any talk of larger loan amounts. Of course, most of you watching aren't after those big loans anyway. And if you or anyone you know applied for an RRF, Restaurant Revitalization Fund, I'll show you what the approval letter looks like. I do know some of you are still waiting for your RRF, but I'll tell you what you can expect by email if you are approved. I'll keep today's video short for you. Most importantly, hit subscribe and like this video so others see it, and watch until the end. Let me start with the poll we just put up a couple hours ago. 1.4 thousand votes for the question, what are you waiting for the most right now? Okay, so we gave options. You had to choose one of the options. My EIDL loan increase, half of you said yes, that's what you are waiting for the most, and of course makes sense because for many of you, we're talking about tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of low interest loans that you are still waiting for. You're waiting for a loan officer. 30% say you're waiting for the targeted supplemental grant. Around 10% say you're waiting for other funding and other grant opportunities. And 12% say you're not waiting, just living. That's also great to hear as well. But a few positive comments. First of all, Trey, I'm really happy to hear this. I just about fell over. She said, I had pretty much given up all hope on the grant. I just got an email a few minutes ago that my reevaluation was approved. Man, talk about a ton of bricks being lifted. Monica says, I'm waiting for my first round of EIDL loan. It's been 13 months. Someone says, I'm still waiting on the RRF grant. I put my application in 4 weeks ago now and still on IRS verification. Well, I'll show you what the approval letter looks like for the RRF so you know what to look out for. Thanks to everyone taking the poll and leaving comments. Before I show you the EIDL loan increase portal and the RRF confirmation, I want to point out the good news. Of course, this is the positive trend. We're seeing that infections are way down. More people continue to get vaccinated. In the case count, though, I want to point this out. Over the last 14 days, it's improved by nearly 40%. The average yesterday was 15,000 new cases and 22,000 hospitalizations. Still too many deaths, but it's come a long way. And of course, this means more reopening, more employers are hiring. By the way, I'm going to have a hiring announcement later this week. If you are looking for work or looking for other sources of income, be sure to subscribe. I'll mention a few ways to make extra money later this week. So hit subscribe and turn on the alerts. There are a lot of new opportunities out there if you want to make money, if you want to go back to work, or even part-time side hustle work. And I'll share some of those as well. But just as a reminder, here's what you should expect for your EIDL loan increase. You may not get an email right away. So if you're checking your portal regularly, you will see this amount confirmed, and it will say the amount, and the green will say your loan modification has been approved. Now, the language the SBA uses continues to be very confusing, right? Many of you right now see status amount approved, which is confusing. Are you approved or not? Basically, what that means is you're approved for that amount, but a loan officer still has to review and confirm it, okay? But the flip side here, under the status bar, they use the approved language. Your loan modification has been approved, when it should say, to be consistent, your loan modification has been confirmed. Or they could say approved and confirmed. Anyway, small things, but I do know a lot of this is causing you confusion. When you read these alerts and you're reading into everything, you're wondering what this all means. So that's it. When you see this, you are just about at the finish line. The last step, of course, is getting the money in your bank account. But this means you're approved. You need to sign the loan closing documents and you'll get the money in your bank account. Okay, for those of you waiting for the RRF, here is an example email that they will send out if you've been approved for an RRF grant. This is substantial funding. It basically covers the gap in revenue between 2019 and 2020 minus any PPP. But here's what it says. We are pleased to inform you that because of the American Rescue Plan signed into law by President Joe Biden, your SBA Restaurant Revitalization Fund application has been approved. The SBA will now process the funding of the award directly to your bank account within 3 to 7 business days from this notification. Please utilize the platform to check your status and monitor any messages from the SBA. The SBA will send your authorized representative an email if we have any issues funding this award. Okay, and from what we've heard, these go out pretty quickly within 1 or 2 days, so they say 3 to 7 business days, but the funding typically has gone out quicker. Have you received an RRF? I'd love to hear in the comments. Have you received a Shuttered Venue Operators Grant? I would love to hear that as well. Basically, share the love today. If you've gotten approved for something, share it in the comments. Let's share the positive funding news today. Of course, we're awaiting more data this week from the SBA on approvals, targeted, supplemental, loans, what's going on, and will things speed up. As always, I'll keep you posted there. And if you haven't seen the new version of our app yet, there is a new version out. Hello Skip on the App Store and Google Play. We have more services now that you can look through. And yesterday we put up our grants post with more grants, more funding opportunities, and we're announcing more later this week, including new low-interest loans. You can see a lot of this right now on the app. It's free in the App Store, so go download it and then share with a friend, because we're trying to spread the word and help as many people as possible. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.